Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. Previous episode, we sold our previous prison and we got a lot of money for it. So 1.2 mil almost. And what I want to do in this new prison is I want to try out some new ideas. Previous prison, I had a little money to start with. So I had to make a lot of improvisations. I had to cut a lot of costs. A lot of prisoners were in really small cells and stuff like that. I want to try something new. I want to give my prisoners more. I want to give them own showers instead of communal showers. I want to, give them a desk. I don't know, give them a little bit more freedom. I want to be nicer to them, a little bit the Swedish model. And I want to test if that works better. So previous prison, there were a lot of punishments. It was really harsh. It was a harsh prison. You really got punished. This prison, I want to try a more reform-based approach. I tried that in a previous prison too, but because I didn't have a lot of money, I couldn't do a lot. So I had to cut costs and, everything went to hell. There were riots every day. People started murdering each other. A lot of my staff members died. But now, we're gonna try something new, a new approach. The first thing I want to do is I want to, build a few offices. And in those offices, we can start researching. So that's what I want to do this episode. I want to research. The first things I want to do is I want to buy land. With that land, we can start big. Instead of, start on this small plot. We can start big. We can, design from the start. Design it well from the start. And hopefully, it will go better this time. And the first thing, like I said, let's build some offices. Actually, I want to turn off the auto lights. The automatic lights. I want to turn those off. And then, I don't want to start too big. I don't want to immediately build a whole staff area like this. These are going to be the toilets. This is going to be the canteen for the staff members. This is going to be extra offices, right? I don't want to start too big because I always start too big and I, lose a lot of money because of it. So I don't want to do that yet. I want to start small, start good, and we're just going to start with a few small offices. Because, we're not taking in any prisoners until we build some prison cells. I also fired some of my workmen, and I'm just going to speed up the game. I have time. I have cash flow, so that's pretty great. I don't have to worry about money right now. I also could take some grants. I'm not going to do that. But I could. Because I have a lot of money. I'm going to wait for those grants. Once I'm in some trouble, I can take those grants. Maybe get a little bit of extra cash flow. A little bit of a cash injection. But we don't need it right now. So I'm going to leave those for some harder times. And then immediately we can start with building some walls. There we go. Pretty easy. Also build some walls there. Or some lights. Also build some lights there. Okay. So like I said, these are going to be offices. So let's zone them as offices. And what does an office need? It needs an office desk. That's the first thing. So this is going to be the warden office. And it's going to be large. I'm going to spend some money for the warden. Because technically I'm the warden. And, get some good stuff for myself. Should we put a giant moose head in our office? I'm gonna put a giant moose head in my office. Because, I'm the warden. I can actually do whatever the hell I want. And what I also could do, so I could put the desk a little bit on this side. And then what we can do is we can put like a coffee table over here. And maybe even a couch. So we can sit, relax, get some guests. Those guests can have some coffee with us. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think this is a worthy warden's office. So I'm also going to get the warden, which is technically us. So, and this guy is pretty overpowered because he reduces the overall temperature of your prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble. So the danger level will go down with this warden. Like I said, I'm going to start researching. So we're going to research. We don't need to research psychology. I'm pretty much going to... I also don't need health. So, yeah, now we wait again. And I also actually want to make some utilities. So I built the utility room. I also drew some power around. And by the way, you can sell these logs for a lot of money. So if you need money, you can go around the map, cut down logs, and sell those for money. They cost a lot. 170. It's quite a bit of money. The warden is researching finance, and actually we only need the accountant because she will allow us to buy some land. And the rest of them we can also research later. And look at this. A Polaroid. Great. And of course, like I said, very important in a utility room is the sprinklers. Because if you have events on, this power generator is gonna catch fire. I can guarantee it. And you need those sprinklers to put out the fire. So, now I can get an accountant. An accountant also requires an office. I'm gonna give her this office. Because, I don't know. She's like not really important. So, I'm gonna give her this office. This is probably gonna be the security chief. There's gonna be someone else. And the second office, I might give it to the foreman or something. He also seems very important. I don't know. This is the bigger office. This is also a bigger office. This is a small office. So the accountant gets a small office. Let's also give her... I'm gonna give her a cactus. Yeah, looks good. And now that she has got an office, what we can do is we can research land expansion. These are also really cheap, so I'm going to research everything. And, also get tax relief, because that means that I'm going to be taxed a lot less. Maybe even get the offshore tax haven, be taxed even less. That would be great to get some money. So I got micromanagement and prison policy as well. Those are really cheap. Let's get education as well. Also very cheap. I could also get a warden. 200 a day. You know what? Screw it. Like I said, I didn't want to expand too quickly, but I still did it like an idiot. So, anyway. Let's get this guy that. Let's also give this guy a coat rack. That looks pretty cool. I'm also gonna give him a plant. Plants are always nice to have. And I have a moose head in my office. Should I also give him a moose head? I don't think so. I think a moose head is really for the boss and not really for anyone else. So I could also put like a lamp down there. Yeah, sure, let's put a lamp down there as well for this guy. The big chief. Actually, this guy's the chief, but this the chief of the chief. So he's really important. And now that we have him, we can, start researching. Research is pretty cheap. So, I can just start researching. This guy got land expansion, so what we can do. So this is a little bit more expensive, it's 20k. And this is also 20k. What I can do is I can buy this for 40k. And I think that's big enough. For now, at least. I think that's big enough. There we go. That's it. We can get this notebook page. Really cool. Anything else? I'm also gonna get the foreman. Should we get the foreman? I'm not gonna get the foreman. Screw the foreman. But that's it. I'm gonna end it here actually. Please leave a like. Also leave a comment, because comments really help with the algorithm. This video gets recommended more. When you search for something, this video comes up faster. Also subscribe if you don't want to miss the next episode. I want to thank you guys for watching again, and I will see you guys next episode. Bye bye.